Hello fellow human, hope you guys have a great day and let's read some r/I don't work here lady stories. The first story of today is a part 2 of yesterday's last story. If you haven't watched it yet, be sure to check it out. Alright, let's go. Update. I don't work here and you're not a customer here. Part 2. Okay, so I'm actually shaking at what just went down, so here goes. I started a new post as I didn't want the conclusion of part 1 to be lost in the comments after the story got so popular. I didn't realize you guys loved my Karen so deeply. I also wanted to note that looking at the package again yesterday, she had added delivery instructions. Leave at address in a secure place if no one is present. Really gives you an idea of the Karen's mindset as, first, this is addressed to a post office box. And second, they are generally very secure. So, did she expect a postal officer to guard the P.O. box until it's picked up? Anyway, she just came in now and wow! I didn't expect it to get any worse, but it did. Almost immediately too. Because my team are quite busy and I oversee their workloads, I sit closest but still hidden to the main foyer/reception area. I generally greet all the customers and take the majority of the calls to our office. My team has to focus on the complex financial deals and don't need distraction of people asking general questions who just walked in without an appointment. We keep an old school desk bell on the reception counter where no one sits with a sign next to it asking to ring for assistant. Come 9:30 a.m.-ish and I think I hear the bell. As you are all probably aware, normally when you ring a bell, you hit the top and instantly move your hand back to allow the vibration to create the noise required to get someone's attention. What I heard was the initial ding of the bell, but none of that vibration/loudness. There was an angry, powerful, yet to be removed hand resting on the bell. The hair on my neck stood up, and she's here. I immediately leaned back on my chair, which gives me an ample view of the reception area. I see a short woman in her 60s with glasses and surprisingly not a typical Karen haircut, already staring me down. I jump up and run out. Me, hello, how are you? Her, without hesitation. You have my package? Definite attitude already. It's her. Me, yes, of course. Thanks for coming in. My name, and we talked on the phone. I extended my hand out to shake hers. Her, I won't shake your hand, sorry. At this moment, my mind is racing. Is she being rude? Is it a religious thing? How TF do I even respond to this moment? This has probably only happened twice in my life. Me, oh, okay, no problems. I'll grab your package, just wait here for a moment. I go back to my desk and retrieve the package from my drawer, which she can see me do. I walk back to her and she is again already at me. Her, where were you keeping the package? Me, in my drawer. Her, not very secure. Me, why would it be? You're in my office, which you can clearly see is not a larger version of a P.O. box, or a larger version of a post office for that matter. Her, looking angry at me in silence like she wants a better explanation. Me, look, I'm actually having a lot of trouble understanding why you're being so rude about this. I held this package for you in good faith. I called you to let you know I had it, so you didn't have to go through the hassle, and I get cut off. Her, well, it's the inconvenience of having to come here. My brain legit snapped. Me, oh my God, you're an actual joke, you know that? You're the dumbest person I've ever dealt with. Take your package and get out of my office. If I ever see another one of your packages with my mail, I will throw it straight into the bin. Duck helping you again. Her, mumbling to herself while she grabs the package and digs her keys from her handbag. Absolutely disgusting. Me, well yes, you are. You should reevaluate how you treat people that have tried to help you. She actually turned around to point and yell at me, but barely got through her sentence. Her, I will never deal with this company again. Me, you don't deal with us now? And we wouldn't want to deal with someone like you. What a crappy threat. Now get out of my office. And she stormed out. I watched her go to her car, which was parked in our maintenance driveway. This actually made me laugh so hard, I will explain why. Next to our main entrance is the maintenance driveway. Throughout the day, we will have multiple contractor cars parked here to work on the many levels of the building. In the time since she has come in, her car has been parked in by 2 Udays, Utility 4W, bearing the building maintenance company name. The guys are just standing at their cars having a chat. I see her yelling at them to move their cars. They look at her and barely budge. She proceeds to get into her car, and I watch over the next few minutes as she continuously looks back and forth to see if they are moving their cars for her to get out. These maintenance guys start moving at an actual snail pace. One is even checking his phone while he walks to his driver's side door. I'm just laughing my butt off at this point. The other guys in the office have all come out and are enjoying these final moments of her insanity. I kid you not, these guys took about 5 minutes to move their cars for her. She beeped about 4 times, drawing the attention of many people walking by. I really wish I was making this up because her exaggerated performance was comical. She finally got her car out, and as she was driving off, I walked outside and spoke to the maintenance guys and asked what she said to them. Maintenance guy, thick Kiwi accent. Oh yeah bro, she full out came out and straight up told us to move the ducking cars. They were of course unaware of who she was, so they just took their time to piss her off. I told them the story and we all had a good laugh about her. Thinking back now, I'm pretty happy with the outcome to be honest. I got to tell her some honest truths about the situation and obviously thought she could continue being a tramp. I must have caught her off guard. I really hope that's the last I see of her. Can't wait to tell my future kids and grandkids about her in the years to come. You realize that you just jinxed it, right? Her next package will assuredly come straight to you. Good luck! The second story, the restaurant, the Karen, and the spatula. So this happened 2 days ago during my lunch break. While the Karen screeching was not directed at me, I was able to observe it all go down firsthand. Backstory. I've been going to the same restaurant for lunch for the past 2 months. It's a small place, but the food is amazing and the prices are low. As any regular, I eventually got pretty friendly with the staff and the waiters. I tip well and always try to be smiling and nice because they deserve it. As such, I know everyone who works there and the manager's girlfriend. She comes in from time to time and have lunch around the same time I do, and we greet each other with a nod and a smile. That's all the backstory you need. Now to the show. As usual, I arrive at around 1 p.m. and I see the Karen walking just slightly behind me with her kid. I open the door to the restaurant and hold it so that they can pass. I'll let you guess if she said thank you or not. We go in and the restaurant is packed. There are only 3 open tables, so Karen and her kid take one and I the other. Literally, a minute later, the manager's girlfriend, GF from now, walks in. She goes up to the bar and talks with her boyfriend briefly. Due to the chaos, both of the waiters are overwhelmed, and the girlfriend helps one of them carry a set of trays to a table. She is cool like that and sits down on the last remaining table. Admittedly, the service was kinda slow, but due to the sheer amount of people, it was understandable. Well, understandable for me, not the Karen. At some point, she just scoffs and bolts up walking to the girlfriend's table. Karen, excuse me, can we order? Girlfriend, caught off guard. I'm sorry, what? Karen, can we order? We have been waiting for like 10 minutes. Girlfriend, you'll have to ask the waiter. I don't work here. Karen, of course you do. I saw you carry trays. Girlfriend, well, that was just to help. Karen, and now you're taking your break? You just came in. How can you be so lazy? Girlfriend, seriously, ma'am, I don't work here. Karen, BS. I saw you. You have to take my order. At this point, a waiter manages to get to them. Meanwhile, I can see her daughter literally trying to unsubscribe from existence. Waiter, ma'am, is there a problem here? Karen, this lazy tramp won't take my order. Waiter, she doesn't work here, but I can. Karen cuts him off. Karen, I saw her working. I want to talk to her manager. She can't behave like that. The waiter just shrugs and asks the manager to come. The manager, ma'am, what's going on? Karen, she refuses to serve me. You have to discipline her right now. Manager, without ducking blinking. I will be sure to spank her with the hardest spatula we have later. But at that moment, she doesn't work here and I can't help you. Waiter here will be happy to take your order. Karen is just sitting there, mouth gaping, as if she was struck by lightning of the Zeus himself. The restaurant is quite quiet. Girlfriend is blushing a bit but smiling. I'm doing my best to not laugh out loud and failing. You can hear the muffled chuckles from other tables. After about 20 seconds, the Karen huffs and drags her poor kid out of the restaurant. I tipped a lot that day. Trying to unsubscribe from existence? Wow, that was so embarrassing. So, I live in an apartment block with my wife and kid. Down the road is a restaurant slash bar slash pookie machine slash entertainment venue. Quite large, picture the place like you'd take the family for cheap good meals and a beer. There's two cool things about this place. One, you have to be a member, just sign up really, small fee. And two, for my kid, it has a playground. Given the membership deal, it's pretty much as sweet as private playground for her 80% of the time we go. It's in a closed off area and extra safe, no way once you're in there, you could run off and fall from something. I take her there all the time. There's one part that is like a room at the top of one part of the playground where a few small kids could sit. So I take my kid playing, all is well. Then this other kid pops in. I see him play on some stuff and disappear amongst the playground equipment. 20 minutes later, I hear Karen running frantically looking for someone. She looks at me and asks if I've seen a kid with XYZ description, and I'm like, yeah, I think he's in here. Then she starts berating me. I should have told her he's been here for so long. I'm scrunching my face up, all confused like, what? She then wants me to crawl through the playground to get him from up in the large room that he's probably crying up there, and I said no. She gets even more furious. She said the staff there usually do so. So, cue my I don't work your lady. You want me to supervise your kid and keep you updated on him? There's like 100 people in here right now. The sign says children must be supervised at all time. She's in a corner on the ropes, huffs and awkwardly tries to get her plus-size body through the playground and fetch the kid. She comes down and said, "You left him up there all scared." And I said, "What, lady? That's what you did. I'm not your babysitter. How would I know whose kid this is? There are heaps of people here. He's your responsibility." She literally turns the cheek and says, "You're horrible." And I say, "Yeah, and you're a great mom." Oh, wow. She didn't threaten to get you fired or call the police on you? That is probably a newbie entitled mom. The fourth story. Get your own shopping cart, Broomhilda. So I do my grocery shopping in a small lakeside brewery town. You know what I mean. The North Face jackets, Ugg boots, leggings, and leg warmers, brand new pickup trucks with light bars, new Lincolns, Subarus with kayaks racks, and fat tire bikes. You know what type of town with rude attitudes of people who act like they've never worked a day in their life? Well, here's my I don't work your lady story involving said town. When I got to the store, the parking lot was packed. Nice cars everywhere along with shopping carts scattered. I'm friendly with some people that work at the store, so I grabbed 2 carts and took them inside. I should note that I'm wearing black dress pants and a pink long sleeve button blouse with silver buttons with a gray zip-up hoodie. I also don't carry a purse. The uniform for this grocery store is black shoes, black pants, and a black short sleeve polo. I leave one of the carts in the entrance and continue inside. Right away, this one puts her hand on the front of my cart and tries to pull it away. I will call her CL for crazy lady. CL: "Oh, thank you so much. There aren't any carts left inside." Me: sorry, this one is mine. Trying to pull it back. CL: "Well, maybe you should get a different one." Me: "Well, yeah, there's always that option, but I don't work here." Still pulling on my cart. CL: "Listen here, young lady. That is my cart. I saw it first when you brought it in to drop it off." Her children are starting to cry and scream, which doesn't make anyone's days better. "Listen, I need this cart now." Me: CL: "Don't just stand there looking at me like an idiot. Give me my darn cart." Me: "Well, excuse me, but this is my cart. I brought it in from outside for the specific reason of using it." CL: "Well, go get another one. I have shopping to do." At this point, she's yanking on my cart. Me: "What the hell are you doing?" I'm aggravated. CL looks at me with the angriest face possible and starts to almost shout, "That is my card!" Me, "Listen here, Broomhilda. This is my shopping cart. I don't work here, go outside and get one." CL, "I'm going to report you. You'll lose your job. You've been very rude." Me, "Well, good. Report me, and after you report me, how about go screw yourself?" I pulled the cart away, shoved past her, and did my shopping. The lady comes up to me again, this time with a store employee. She's going on and on about how rude I was to her and how I should be fired. The guy looks at me and convinces CL that I do in fact not work there and never have. It's not great, but I thought it would do good here. Broomhilda is something my dad always called trampy woman. I'm not sure what it means, but it sounds offensive enough. For those of you asking what happened to the other shopping cart, I'm not sure. I was a little preoccupied with the woman. Oh man, entitled people. Oh, I saw it. Therefore you owe it to me because I'm existing? Oh, wow. On to the fifth story. No, Karen, I cannot help you go to the bathroom. In high school, I worked for a national movie theater chain. Well, they have since changed them. The uniform at the time consisted of navy blue trousers and a red polo. Nearby, in the same plaza, there were several restaurants and fast food places. Among these was a Panda Express. During my 15-minute break, I'd been at Panda and in line ordering and waiting to pay for my food. I was minding my own business and hoping that I could get out of there quickly enough to have the time to inhale my orange chicken prior to darting back to the box office when my break ended. I'm a bit zoned out, so I became rather startled upon an abrupt "aha!" accompanied by a tap on my shoulder. I turned and took in the sight of what we all know now to be a Karen. Me, "Oh, sorry, was I in your way?" This is my default line of thinking, and I have terrible social anxiety. Karen, "I said I need to go to the bathroom." Me, pointing, well, it's over that way, I think." Karen, "I know that, obviously." Me, confused at this point because I'm not at all on the way of her getting to the bathroom, and now she's admitted knowing where it is. I don't know what... Karen, shouting, "I need the key." At this point, it's time for me to pay for my food. Remember, I'm on the outside of the glass/counter and waiting in a line. I figure maybe she's trying to get past me to ask the cashier for a bathroom key, so I step back and make room for her to go ahead of me. She doesn't. Karen, "I ask you for the bathroom key. Do you not know how to do your job?" I finally realize that she thinks I'm employed there. I guess maybe it's because my work shirt is red and so are the employee uniforms there. Me, awkwardly pointing at the cinema logo on my polo. I'm just on my break, I don't... She must have not looked at the gestures I'd made to the uniform of the company and actually employed by. Karen, "Is this your manager?" Turns to the cashier. "Your employee is so rude. Just because she's on her break, she's refusing to help me go to the bathroom. She needs to be fired." Cashier, "Ma'am, she doesn't work here. Will you be purchasing a meal? Our restrooms are for customers only." Karen sputters and then turns and storms out of the place to terrorize some of the other establishment with a public restroom. They totally allowed people to use the bathrooms without buying food, by the way. I think they just wanted to have her leave the store because of the scene she'd just made. Oh, good grief. I've never understood these sorts of people who seem to have one-track mind paired with severe case of tunnel vision. That's it for today, fellow humans. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time.